Hello, everybody. Albert Rizzi here from My Blind Spot, and we're going to be doing these Facebook Live events, I think about once a month, until you all demand more of us, as if. Anyway, so we want to bring people up to speed with what we've done last year and this year. We basically sent out our year-end notes, so you all know where we were, but 2018 is going to be our year to really explode. I'm just back from Dallas, where we had meetings with Toyota Lexus. We will be working with them very concentratedly on bringing digital inclusion to all of their platforms. Toyota has made a tremendous commitment to becoming a mobility company and is not turning a blind eye or a deaf ear to those of us in the disability community. So hats off to Toyota. We're going to be able to buy our self-driving cars online like everybody else. American Airlines, we're still working with them. Our partners at UsableNet have really moved things forward with all the different partnerships that we are forging for 2018. We will have more work coming from American Airlines to focus in on their public-facing digital platforms, some of the kiosks, as well as throwing concepts around to make their Acorn travel agent platforms more accessible and usable. Also have had really focused conversations with our friends at American Airlines with regards to this whole Delta brouhaha about vaccinations for our service dogs, which was an attempt on Delta's part to minimize fake animals or pets being brought on planes. So more to come with that. We're also working with Pizza Hut, a lot of different great companies. We've continued our 6th year with Intuit. We're doing some more testing to make sure 2018 platforms stay compliant and do not regress, and we're fine-tuning certain areas in the QuickBooks platform. We have testers all over the world now supporting us in that effort, and Richard Kelly and John Martin, Fred Quick, and John Bonaspina are doing a great job at managing that. And Anthony Bonaspina, our CTO, has really taken our relationship with the engineers at Intuit, based in Intuit India, which got acknowledged for all the work they did in QuickBooks in their country. Job well done, team. And we really have gone full force into making QuickBooks more usable and more functional for people of all abilities. I think that's about it as far as the updates. Oh, no. We are also in the process of having conversations with the state of New York to fine-tune our partnership or affiliation with the New York State Procurement Source Program, which is positioning My Blind Spot to work alongside the NYSPSP to ensure that New York State has compliant, usable, accessible, functional digital platforms throughout the entire state, from village halls to county offices, county websites, state agency websites, schools, high schools, colleges, universities, and hospitals. I just got off the phone with our executive director, Tana Gers, and a bunch of people in Arizona. Dick Monaco, who is the executive director of the Arizona Industries for the Blind, and a few people at the state of Arizona to discuss next steps to doing the same thing there. And then next week, Tana and I are flying out to Colorado to meet with Teresa Montano, who is now spearheading a tremendous inclusive digital design initiative in the state of Colorado. So 2018 is going to be huge for all of us. Quickly, I want to touch on this Delta thing. All of you know I had issues with an in-flight experience that has morphed into something very life-changing and impactful. Working alongside the company that acquired U.S. Airways, American Airlines, has been extremely fruitful. We have now become very immersed and very tied into everything that American Airlines is doing. I was introduced to Suzanne Boda. Hello, Suzanne, in case you're watching, who ability potentially people who use this device as well. Having spoken with a number of persons, Suzanne's team about this incident, will not be for those of us that service animals then required to by law. As an attempt to get people out there everywhere, avoid a simple $100, packaging fee or whatever you call it, pay to get it all on the plane. And you compromise our independence. Your dogs, because of their ill-tempered manner and their inability to be professional, has compromised the inside experiences of the passengers and the crew, and you've made it difficult for those of us who have a complete dependency or reliance on our service animals because we're blind, because we're deaf, because we have seizure disorders, or because we have PTSD or other diagnoses that require the constant presence of a service animal to help us live an independent life. Shame on you people. Don't think you're not being watched. Don't think it's going to be able to continue. Don't go out and buy yourself a vest or a fake card or some other documentation that you think you can use to pass off your chihuahua as a guide dog. So American Airlines is really going to be stepping it up in that regard, and they know exactly how to ask the questions. They know exactly what to say, and I have just gotten a phone call about flights I'm taking out to Colorado. My brain is fried. And I got a call from their customer service desk when we went out to Dallas to meet with American. And I was very pleasantly surprised to hear this woman talk specifically about what I needed to let them know about my service animal in advance of getting on the plane. So anybody who is concerned about whether Delta is going to let you on the plane or United is going to let you on the plane, American Airlines will let you on your plane, on their plane with your dog. So fly American. Woo! Anybody have any questions? Feel free to ask them of me if you're out there. Otherwise, I'll just be talking to myself, wondering why I'm still doing this. Also, if you get a chance, I know I was supposed to start off with this, but I didn't. If you get a chance, like our page, My Blind Spot. Share what we say, share what we do. The more people we get to follow us and the more people who like us on LinkedIn, Twitter, and Facebook, the better off we are in disseminating the information that will help us be the change we want to be in the world and the change we know we have to see in the world. And you will be able to help My Blind Spot shift the landscape of authentic inclusion for people of all abilities across the country and soon across the world. So what else can I say? I think, do I have to keep on going? Somebody in the room tell me. Help me. No, I've got people in the room. They're all being quiet. They're afraid to get on the screen with me. But this is my first time, so it's a little awkward at best. But maybe I'll talk about the team. We've had it. This has been this has been a remarkable experience for me. Losing your eyesight unexpectedly and opting or having the choice to buy into the darker side of Sears, as it were, to possibly get depressed and choose to be angry at the world was one way I could have gone. But thanks to my parents and my family and my friends, I chose to be proactive and immersed myself into this new way that I do see. Thanks to our team, which includes Richard Kelly and John Martin. John Martin and I started this journey back in 2011, and Richard joined us and a few others. We were at the time working with Laurie Samuels internally at Intuit, who helped us get in front of people to work on the QuickBooks project. She brought on Ted Drake, who's still with Intuit and still helping us as much as he can to keep on keeping on and making sure we stay focused on our QuickBooks initiative. And Anthony Bonaspina, I was just saying this today, without Anthony's involvement as CTO, we probably would not have made as many inroads as we have this year. And we're going to be expanding our team and our services significantly. Then there's John Bonaspina, who joined us a year and a half ago or so, and he really has taken to accessibility as if it was like a fish to water. He took over some of the responsibilities of a team member who we lost last year, Debbie Kelly, who really had fine-tuned the concepts of project management and transferred that knowledge over to John. And as much as we know she's not here, it was as if she never left us, quite honestly. Then we have Fred Quick, who was my trainer. I remember telling Fred back in 2007, once I'm on my game again and on top of the world again, you're going to come work with me. And he laughed, but here he is working with us as a trainer and facilitator. We have our executive director, Tanner Gears. We just got out of a fantastic meeting. Way to crush it, Tanner, in Arizona. I'm trying to think of everybody else. Bob Camp, who is our web designer, artistic eye. Bob, I've known you for years, and I don't ever stop seeing the artwork and the colors you describe and the artwork you put up that represent my blind spot authentically. And then we have Rosemary Spiridon, who is now managing our marketing, outreach, communications, social media stuff with Natalie. Natalie, what's your last name? Denise. Oh, well, Italian. Yeah. This is the only way you can get to work for my blind spot. Tanya, you're going to have to change your last name. You too, Kelly. Yeah, we're all just really working hard to open up avenues of communication. We'd like to thank Delta Gamma. Delta Gamma is a national fraternity, sorority organization, and going to be checking in with them in Washington State to see how we could work together. They are committed to helping people with blindness and visual impairments succeed in life. So looking forward to investigating that this year. We also had Melody Goodspeed join us. Melody's a fantastic personality. You may remember her from the Touchstone Crystal event we held in December. And we're growing the team to Ryan Henders. I had his name. I always think of the Muppets. Ryan Henders is going to be helping us with testing. And then we have Chris Zonk, Desmond Jackson, and Dustin Cather. Dixie Sanderson is still with us. You all know who Dixie is. Dixie was the reason we started working on QuickBooks. And we have our accounting team, George and Elizabeth, based in Arizona, and Georgia Baranski, our accountant, and our lawyers, Barry Schrum and Lambros Lambro. This has really been a team effort, and if any of you have spoken to me, TEAM is an acronym that stands for Together Everyone Achieves More. My blind spot has been achieving more because of people like you who check in with us, who ask us for help, who turn to my blind spot to solve some of the problems that you've been faced with for decades. My blind spot's very disruptive, we're very innovative, and our partnerships with companies like Francis West & Co., Nobility, and other advocacy groups and movers and shakers in the community will be telling and will be life-altering for some of us. Those of us who have been told they can't and shouldn't and will not be able to go to work or will not be able to go to school or will not be able to pay your own bills. Our goal is to make sure that that is a very old, antiquated happening that never happens again. So I hear the bus calling me, or is that the train, or the Carnival Cruise Line? I don't know. I keep hearing that horn. It's the train, but it sounds like I'm going to be going on a cruise, which I prefer to do instead of getting on the train. So if anybody has any questions, our office number is 212-363-0330, or you can write us at info@myblindspot.org, and go onto our website, take a look. We're going to be launching a new J.D. Powers meets Good Housekeeping stamp of approval meets consumers report for websites that are functional, usable, and accessible, and that celebrate the way people with disabilities access the digital world and navigate websites and the internet. So that'll be something we talk more about in the coming days. We're going to be having a whole new social media blitz. You're going to be getting little notes and emails about concepts, about chat ideas. We're going to ask you what you think about certain things so we can use your feedback, organically, have this be a consumer-driven opportunity for us to change the world. So be on the lookout. Thank you for all of your support. And next up to meet will probably be Anthony Bonaspina or Tana Gers, and you're going to be meeting all the members of our team over the next few weeks, so you can see how your support has continued to help us grow and change the face of inclusion in our social and corporate cultures. Thank you. Bye. Hello, Debbie. We have to get together for lunch. I've got some things at my house that I have to give you for your fantastic organization. Debbie Loesch is online, and she has Angels of Long Island. I know I'm probably saying it wrong, but it's a great organization that helps people who are in need get clothes, get furniture, get supports in instances where our local municipalities and our county agencies can't. So write to me and I'll give you some links to that if you're a Long Islander or if you're just somebody who wants to help get people the things they need to live comfortably. Other than that, I think we're done. Yep. Checking out. Thank you, everybody. See you soon.